Hey friends, what's up? It's me, Vindy, everyone's favorite rat, and today I'm just going to talk about my manga collection. Because I was streaming and I decided, fuck it, why not? So we're going to go through all the manga and light novels and anime Blu-rays and shit, and even just movies that I have. Not books and not comics, because that's a little bit different, but this is just for all the... Really, I'm just going to go through like the Japanese stuff, that's not games that I have. And I'm starting, I guess, with what's in my hand right now, which is I have volumes 2, 3, and 4 of GTO in English. I got these at a half-price books for like $4 a volume. And what I really like about these is like you can't just like go to Amazon and get these, right? Like these are old prints. Like they're just like old manga prints, right? Like they're out of print now. And GTO is one, at the time it was like my favorite manga. It's not my favorite manga anymore, but it's one of my favorite manga. And even though like I would never read the physical volumes because I don't really have a reason to, like it's not the full set. It's literally volumes 2, 3, and 4, right? So volume 2. I'm just gonna put all my manga on the floor just to get it off my desk so that I can reorganize it after this. I have volume 3. And, like, these aren't even, like, the actual volume covers that you would, like, get in Japan. They're, like, different. I kind of like them, though. They're kind of cool. And then volume 4. So, you know, it's kind of weird that, like, I don't have, like, you know, the main... Like, I just have those volumes randomly. Those were the only ones that were at the half-price books. So that's what I have. The next is I've recently started trying to collect MHA. If you know about, like... what I think of the current state in Jump, I would say My Hero Academia is my second favorite manga in the magazine. There aren't too many volumes out, and I want to collect it before it gets too long, right? So, I have 3 volumes only. So here's volume 1, which I've used this to talk about in a video before. When I did the Curse of Popularity, I kept grabbing this because I had just gotten it at the time. It was on my desk, and I kept grabbing it and showing it. So here's volume 1 of MHA. Here's volume 2, and here's volume 3. I want to keep collecting these, especially because I want to reread MHA soon. I think it'd be really fun to reread MHA from the physical volumes. So I might start kicking my my getting of MHA into overdrive to try to get the rest of the series so that I can read it all physically. Either way, this one I'm actually, like, once I have all the MHA volumes, this one I'll be really happy to have. Really like this manga. I think it's really good. Current arc's insane, and it's really close to potentially breaking into my 4x4. Like, legitimately, like, a couple manga away. Just depends on how things play out. I fucking love this manga. Next, I'll do Yotsuba. Oh shit, things are falling over. I'll do Yotsuba next because that's an easy one to show. And I have all the volumes right here, I think. I do. Okay. So for Yotsuba, I have the first 10 volumes. So here's volume 1. Volume 2 and Volume 3. I love this manga. This manga is really fun if you haven't read it. It used to be one of my favorites. It's not anymore. It's still a really, really fun read. I was reading a little bit of Volume 1 the other day because I wanted to reread it. I just think Yotsuba is like a really, really fun time. It's really enjoyable. I always enjoy reading it. So then just to show Volume 4, Volume 5, Volume 6, Volume 7, 8. I love this volume cover, by the way. It's so great. 9 and 10. I want to keep getting the rest of them. I think I'm 4 or 5 volumes off from having them all that are out right now. I'm just kind of lazy when it comes to continuing to keep up to date when I reach a certain point with a lot of manga. Which is a pattern we'll see is that there's a couple that I'm buying as they come out and I don't have them all. And then there's some where like I have one-off volumes and stuff. But I guess I'll move into the only manga that I have a complete set of that's not box sets, which is the full. I have all of Full Metal Alchemist physically. Where are the rest of them? Wait. Oh, here they all are. Okay. I didn't get like the normal versions or the newest versions like a box set. I have all the 3-in-1s, and I'm not normally the biggest fan of omnibus volumes. I picked these up at a Barnes & Noble because I had a gift card, and they were like super cheap, and they're vids, and it was in a period where Barnes & Noble had a buy two, get one free. So I ended up getting the entire series it was like $70 for everything, but I had like a $25, $30 gift card. So I paid like $40 and got all of FMA physically, which is really nice. So, first 3 volumes, so 1 through 3, 2 through 6. Actually, this is the only way I've read FMA was physically, because I had it all, so I just read it all physically. 7 through 9. My only problem with the omnibuses is I really like all of the volume covers, and when you have the omnibus, you don't get all the volume covers. You only get some of them. 10 through 12. 13 through 15. Right? I mean, I don't need to show them all, but I might as well. 16 through 18. And so this is, when you see the shelves behind me, you can see they're completely empty. These are the manga that are on those shelves. 19 through 21. 22 through 24. And 25 through 26. Next is... I'll do light novels next, because I have a couple of those. So I'll just show up my light novels really quickly, because that's really easy to show. Let me grab them. And let me move everything else that's over here closer, so it's within grabbing distance, so I don't have to get up again. Alright, next are my light novels. The way that these started is I bought the first 2... The only light novel series I have is Konosuba, okay? However, I have 8 volumes of Konosuba. The way this started was I bought the first 2 light novels when they came out, when the anime came out, and I really liked them, so you can see volume 1 and 2. The biggest thing to me about the Konosuba light novels, from what I've read, is that, like, they're funny sometimes in a different way than the anime is, and that Darkness is, like, actually... Like, look at Darkness here. She's actually cute as shit. Like, Darkness is actually fucking great in the light novels. And I'm not the biggest Darkness fan in the anime. But yeah, so I have 1... And I've only read the first 2 of these. I need to get back to them. I need to read the other ones. I haven't seen the movie yet, because I've been waiting to read volume 5, which is the Crimson Magic Clan. And you can see Union on the cover in this one. I want to read them all so that I can know what it's like, and then I'll watch the movie for it and everything. So, I have volume 1. I have volume... Wait, this is 3. Whatever. 2 and 3. 4. 5. Which is the one I just showed with Union. 6 has a girl... I don't even know who the fuck she is, but she's really cute. Clinging onto Kazuma's arm. You see Aqua back there. Good. 7 has this. And then 8. So I have 8 Konosuba light novels. I need to get back to these, because I really enjoyed what I read of them. And they're literally like 200 pages. Like, you can read them in like a day, right? Especially when you have the book as opposed to reading them online and you just sit there and read them. They're really quick. I should just sit down and read them, but I'm lazy as fuck. Next, I'll do the only 2 manga box sets I have, which are... I got the Silent Voice manga box set as a gift. So this is all of Silent Voice. I've read it. It's really fucking good. I wouldn't have read it without the box set, but I appreciate getting it for my friends. So shout out to Jason who got it for me. I really appreciate it. Next is the other manga I have in a box set, but I don't keep it in the box because I just put it on my shelf, which is all of the Kanto Pokemon Adventures manga. This is the only amount of the Pokemon manga I've read. Actually, I haven't read it all. I've read the red volumes, which I think are the first 3, and the last 4 are yellow. I haven't read yellow yet. I've only read red. But I enjoyed what I read of it. It was pretty fun. It was a lot different from what I would have expected, having seen the anime and played the games. But I really liked it, and I want to get back to it. I think that, though, for the rest of it, because I already own Kanto, I might as well just buy the box sets for the other regions. And because I haven't wanted to buy them yet, that's why I haven't. Next, I'll talk about Berserk, because Berserk is really funny. So Berserk is the first manga I started collecting when I started collecting manga, right? And I was still young and dumb and full of cum, and I thought that like manga should be read physically. I was like, I'm only gonna read Berserk physically, so I'm gonna buy the volumes every once in a while, and I'll just read it all. So I have the first 7 volumes, and that's how I bought those. And then I stopped reading after that because I didn't give a shit anymore. Because I'd already seen the 97 anime. Because when I first got into anime and manga and shit, I only read anime for a long time and then slowly transitioned to reading more and more manga. So the first 7 volumes. And those who have seen my stream and seen me talk about this know what's coming. But so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And Berserk I do actually want to continue to collect. I do like Berserk. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. But here's where my Berserk collection gets really funny. So here's the backstory. At the time, I was like, I wonder what the most recent Berserk volume. That's how it is. So I was clicking through on Amazon, and I found the most recent volume. And I was on my phone. I accidentally pressed that Amazon one-click, like, to purchase button, and didn't fucking know for, like, 3 days. Until all of a sudden the package came. I was like, I didn't fucking order anything. And I own volume 37. So my Berserk collection is literally volumes 1 through 7 and 37. Tell me how that makes sense. It doesn't. Okay? It's fucked. It's turbo fucked. That's what I own for Berserk. Okay? I hate it. I actually hate it. Next, I'll go with this. I have the first omnibus of Vagabond, which I haven't read. Because this omnibus is, like, kind of big and really thick. And so, like, the idea of, like, reading it on this kind of... I don't know. I also just haven't wanted to read Vagabond yet. But I do own this. I don't think I'll buy the rest of these. But I do like this first one because, like, the art's so good in Vagabond that I like being able to just, like, look at it, like, on a page and just, like... Like, sometimes I'll just, like, open it and just look at what, like, the art looks like. And it blows me away how good Inoue's art is, you know? So this one's really cool. This isn't like I haven't read this. It just kind of sits there, but I do have the first omnibus volume of Vagabond, the Viz Big Edition. It's really cool, actually. I really like it. Next, now I'm just gonna grab what I see. I think. I thought I had volume 2 of that. Do I not? Really? So the next 2, I'll pair. Oh wait, I forgot something. Haha. Okay. The next 2, I'll just go at the same time, and I'll explain how they're connected, because the answer is they're not. And that'll be Nisekoi Volume 25 and Haikyuu Volume 8. And these I have for completely different reasons, but what I think is funny about these is they're the only volumes in their series I have. They're both favorite series of mine, and I only have one volume that is not the first one. And I'll explain these because these are different. So this one was my two of my siblings. My older brother, my younger sister, are super into Haikyuu. And there's a period of time for each other's birthdays where they would buy the other person Haikyuu, like the manga, a couple volumes at a time. And my older brother accidentally ordered my younger sister 2 copies of Volume 8, right? So she had an extra copy. And I was like, I'll take it. So I own Volume 8 because there was an extra one. And, like, this isn't my favorite match. My favorite moments really aren't in this. But, you know, it's funny that I just have Volume 8 of Haikyuu, right? And it makes me laugh. I do want to collect all of Haikyuu at some point because I do fucking love this manga. So at some point I'll get the rest of it. But it makes me laugh really hard that I have Volume 8, right? Then for Nisekoi 25, I'll explain that one. I was at a Kinokuniya in LA for AX in 2019. And so the last AX that happened, right? And while I was there, you can, Natty, but I won't open it until I'm done with this because I'm recording. But while I was there in the Kinokuniya, I was like, I should pick up a Nisekoi volume. And so I decided to pick up volume 25 because it has my favorite moments in it. And I just, I really like Nisekoi. I love this volume cover because I'll put it here and then I'll put volume 1. I'll edit it in. It's a redoing of the volume 1 cover, right? So this is what volume 1, this is volume 25. It's a redoing of the volume 1 cover, but it looks a little bit different. I just really like Nisekoi. I really like this volume. It has, my 4x4 picture in it. Where is it? It's right... Oh, there it is. This spread is just Chadley as fuck, right? So, I love this volume. I've read just this volume, and it's made me cry really fucking good. Okay? Next, I'll do... One manga I have, I guess, just the first volume of, and no more. Actually, no, I'll do this next. So, this is weird. This is a, for Code Vein, which is a game I have, and I haven't played more than, like, 3 hours of. If you went to play Code Vein at AX, there was, like, this weird little Code Vein manga booklet, right? I don't know anything about this. I never read it. I don't even know who did it. It was by Kotoni Shiraishi. I should look up who this was. I'll put on the screen right now when I edit this what manga this guy's done. But I just think it's like a cool little thing. It's like this. I don't know if this was given out anywhere else other than AX, but I think it's kind of cool, right? It's like a little manga booklet. It's not really worth anything, and I haven't read it, and I don't really care about it. But I think that the idea that I got this at AX for free at the convention, it's like a cool little thing. I really like it. It's easily probably outside of like going to eBay less accessible than a lot of the other things I have. You can just go to Amazon and buy. Next are volume ones I have that I don't have the rest of yet, but I want to have. So I have volume 1 of The Way of the House Husband, which is a manga I've been reading for a long time. I think I started reading it when it had like 6 chapters out. I really, really like this manga. I need to catch up. I'm pretty behind. But it's really fun, and I was really happy when Viz decided to translate it and put it out in English with Viz Sigs, because I think Viz Sigs are really, really fun manga variants. I'll talk about my other Viz Sigs when I get to them. But I was really happy they did that for Way of the House Husband, and so I bought Volume 1. I need to buy the rest of them, but it is really nice to have this, and I'm really excited for it. I'm also really excited for that drama series that's coming out for Way of the House Husband. That's really cool, too. Next is Barakamon Volume 1. My little brother bought this for me before I read Barakamon, and it became one of my favorite manga when it was just my favorite anime. He got it for me as a birthday gift. And I for a while didn't want to read Barakamon, and I finally did, and I fucking love this manga. So because of how much I love this manga, I want to collect the rest of it, physically. The problem is it's yen press, and if you know anything about yen press volumes, these volumes are $15. That is literally the MSRP on the back of the volume. And if you grab a lot of other volumes, they're way cheaper. So it being $15 kind of fucking blows. I'm not the biggest fan of yen press's prices, which is why I haven't bought it. Maybe I'll buy the rest in like a sale, because it's really expensive, right? If I buy 2 volumes, that's $30 fucking dollars, right? I could get 3 MHA volumes for that much, or 3. Even just start collecting like a different Jump series and get 3 volumes for that price. So that is the problem. Same with like Nisekoi. I also want to collect all of Nisekoi someday, but I'm not made of money. I bought this. I need to buy volume 2. This is Kaiju. I want to talk about this volume a little bit because I fucking love a lot of the things that this release of Kaiju did. Give me 1 second, Craftsdorf. I will send you my audio. My desk is not clear right now. Let me finish clearing my desk and I'll send you my audio for the week clip. I was really excited when they announced that they were translating Kaiji. I never thought we would get any Fugomoto manga in the West, and I'll talk more about that in a second. But I was really excited when they said that they were doing Kaiji Part 1 in omnibus volumes. I hope they continue, and I can get Kaiji Part 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 eventually. But there's one thing that this volume does as a release that I fucking adore, that I'm going to explain. But it's a really, really fucking cool volume. It's a nice omnibus. It's really good quality scans. And there's one thing it does to, I think, kind of honor a little bit. Because, like, Fugomoto's mangaka, I'm not going to call Fugomoto or any of his manga niche. But what I will say is that I think Fugomoto is a little bit more, Fukumoto's a little more, he has a community, like, there's a community full of people, like, who care about Fugomoto manga. The Fugomoto Crazy Scan Group and, like, the Discord have a get-together every year where they play Mahjong and they cosplay as Fugomoto characters and stuff like that. And so there's kind of culture around Fugomoto. There's a lot of memes. And one of the memes that, if you've seen Kaiji, you would know because it's said, but it's the Zawas, right? Fukumoto is a big fan of the Zawa. I guess it's, like an onomatopoeia? And so when they translated it, they start off by telling you, like, this is what Zawa means, right? and they show you what Zawa looks like, so that when you're reading, let me find some Zawas. Let me find some Zawa. Zawa. Okay, that was one, right? Yeah. So when you're reading, they keep the Zawas in Japanese, which is really fucking good. It's really fucking good. That's like what I would have wanted, but not expected out of a Fugomoto physical manga release. And I think it's really good that they kind of stayed true to their guns and have that in it, right? So that's my favorite part about the Kaiju volume. It is really high quality. I need to get back to collecting the rest of it. Let me find... Okay. Next is my Mob Psycho volumes. I'm behind on collecting this because I only have... Motherfucker. Shit's falling off my desk. I'm behind on collecting this. I only have the first 4 volumes. I want to get the rest because I really like Mob Psycho. I think there's 2 volumes out that I don't have, but for a while I was picking these up as they came out. I need to just, at some point, just buy the rest I don't have. But it's a great fucking manga series. I really, really like Mob Psycho, and I want to keep getting it. I think one's art actually just looks so good physically. Like when you open it up and you look and you can see, one's art, it kind of adds, because I think one's art is really unique in the sense that, like, you could say maybe it's not the best, like, the most detailed artwork, but I think it has a charm to it, and it conveys a lot with very little, and I think that, like, because of that, one's art deserves to be talked about more, and it definitely has a charm on paper that it doesn't have otherwise. Where the fuck is... What the hell? I'm missing a volume. Hello? So, I fucking missed 2 volumes. Holy shit, I just didn't take them on my fucking shelf. I have Kaguya Volume 1. I enjoy this manga. I like it. It's not my favorite. I do fucking hate the Viz Kaguya releases. And I hate them to a point that I don't want to buy anymore for one reason. And you guys might think this is stupid, but I actually kind of really care about this. And I think this is, like, really, really stupid of Viz to do. So for those who don't know, Kaguya... Okay, I have a few problems with the Viz Kaguya releases, actually. I'm going to go on a quick rant about this. First of all, the name of Kaguya is Kaguya-sama, A Genius's War of Love and Brains. Or it's Kaguya-sama Wants to Be Confessed to, A Genius's War of Love and Brains. Okay? That is the name of the series, right? And Kaguya-sama, it's Princess Kaguya, right? The tale of that. That's the name of the series, okay? Is Kaguya Wants to Be Confessed to, A Genius's War of Love and Brains. Fucking Aka Akasaka, the mangaka for Kaguya, has said before that he doesn't like the Genius's War of Love and Brains subtitle. And when fucking shithole Viz decided to translate the manga into English, that then it went and affected the fucking anime. Well, actually, I think A1 chose to name it whatever the fuck they did. What did they call it? Kaguya-sama Love is War. That's the point of the series is that these 2 fucking idiots are trying to get the other person to confess. Why would you take out the part of the title that is literally what the series is actually about to give it this stupid Love is War subtitle that, like, really stops mattering as the series continues? Like, I don't know whose brain wasn't working when they decided that that's what they were going to call this series. I mean, I know why they do it, right? It's more marketable to call it Love is War. And then when you do that for the fucking anime, right, you can have them have guns and shit in the opening. But, like, marketing aside, have the better title, right? And if you call it Kaguya Wants to Be Confessed to, that's a more... I think that title just shows what the series is about better than Kaguya-sama Love is War. So I already have problems with that. Here's my other problem. Kaguya is in Young Jump, okay? That is Jump's seinen magazine. There are jokes in the manga about the fact that it is in a seinen magazine, but doesn't really take advantage of that, okay? This manga is a fucking seinen manga. It's in a seinen magazine. Yet when Viz did it, it's part of the Shonen Jump brand of fucking manga. So it gets released with Misukoi and MHA and their other Shonen Jump manga. Why would you release this as a Shonen Jump manga? It is in Young Jump. It is in Jump's seinen magazine. That's like releasing something from fucking Shueisha's Shoujo magazine and calling it Shonen Jump. That's not how it fucking works. It is not a Shonen Jump magazine. I don't know why they're releasing it under Shonen Jump. I don't think they should be doing that. I think it's like just lying to people. I fucking really don't like that they do that. Not only because I think that they should give it, a Viz Sig release. They could just give it like a normal release. I don't think it should be released under their Shonen Jump line of manga because it is not a Shonen Jump manga. It is a Young Jump manga. Those are fundamentally different magazines. If it was in Jump Plus or Jump Giga or even fucking Akamaru Jump, right? I'd be sitting here saying it's not that big a deal. It's fine. When it's in Young Jump, the seinen fucking magazine, it is not part of Shonen Jump. Like, that's the problem, actually, is that, like, it is just completely throwing away what the shonen part of Shonen Jump means when you release a seinen a manga from a seinen magazine under Shonen Jump. Like, what is wrong with you? It's unreal how stupid it is. And I cannot get over the fact that the Kaguya volumes say Shonen fucking Jump on the spine. It pisses me off. It's fucking ridiculous. How are they going to translate the fucking joke at one point where they're talking about a fan service chapter and like either Ishigami or Prez says, this is a seinen manga and there hasn't been any fan service. How can you fucking translate that joke if you're treating it like a fucking shonen manga? It's ridiculous. It is in a seinen magazine. It is a seinen manga. It is not in fucking Shonen Jump. And it's insane to me that Viz would do that. That's just my little rant about that. I cannot stand that. I really don't like that they do that. I think what Luna said, it contributes to why people have these really, really dumb and bad ideas about what shonen manga is. Because shonen is a demographic, right? Shonen stands for the magazine it goes in, you know? And when you call things shonen manga that aren't shonen manga, you're just muddying the waters of what it is. To English viewers who don't know how to go to Mal, click on the magazine it's in, and then look up that magazine. Which is really simple, but a lot of people don't know how to do that or don't care to do that. You know? I think it is a problem, if you ask me. Next, I have Beastars. Moving on. I have the first 5 volumes. I think there's 3 volumes out I don't have for Beastars. But I'm collecting this one. I fucking love this manga. I talked about it at length on the Weeb Club. No, but what I'm saying is, Dan, is you can go to Mal to find the magazine, and then you look up the magazine. Right? I agree Wikipedia is better for that, but that's just one way to do it. So, I like Beastars. I'm currently collecting it. I need to get back to it. But it's a really good manga, and I want to reread it. I'm going to reread the Riz arc once it's all out, and then I'll probably wait to reread it once it finishes for it all to be out physically. So maybe at this point, since it's almost over, I'll wait for it all to be out physically and then just read it all physically, because this is pretty quick about these volumes. They release them pretty steadily. So that's Beastars. I love that manga. Now we get to the really fun manga I have, which is my Japanese volumes, which is... I don't want to say like they're the pride and joy of my manga collection, but I really like that I have them. I think it's really cool because not many people go out of their way to buy Japanese manga volumes. So I bought these at the same Kinokuniya. The first two I'm going to show, I bought them at the same Kinokuniya I bought Nisekoi in LA at AX. The first one was, again, because at the time I didn't think we would ever get Fugomoto manga translated. I just bought a part 6 volume. I would have bought a part 5 volume, but they didn't have any. So I bought what was, I think at the time, the most recent part 6 volume that was out, which is volume 2 of Kaiju part 6. I mean, it's in Japanese, right? Like, I can't read this, you know? I can't read this at all. One thing I will say that's really cool about Japanese manga volumes, if you don't know, they have slip covers on them. So you see this is like there's a slip cover. The Fugomoto one's a little boring. I'll show the other ones I have. It's just like a colored version of what you get, but there's like this cool little slipcover, and then you can see on the inside it's just black and white, right? That's actually a really boring slipcover, all things considered. Like, it's cool, but it's not like the coolest one. I'll show you the cooler ones. I actually don't have any manga. None of the Japanese manga volumes I have these really, really cool slipcovers. But then I got Kingdom Volume 33 at the time, because this volume of Kingdom has my favorite moment in the manga before really recent stuff that wasn't out at the time. This is during the Coalition War. Where is it? It's earlier than this. It's at the beginning of the volume. Here it is. If you've read it, there's no spoilers in showing this. You guys can't read Japanese. For a long time, this was my favorite moment in the manga. And I really like this. Oh yeah, see, you can even see I have the Kinokuniya receipt, like little tag on there, because I don't want to pull it off, because I don't want to mess up my volume. And to show you what the slip covers for Kingdom volumes look like, it's the same in all of them. You take it off, and there's just like a Kingdom right here. On the back side, it's just more Kingdom. that's what they all have. They don't have like different artwork. I have a friend who bought the Hoseki no Kuni Japanese volumes because those have different art on the inside, which is really cool. These don't. So those are the two I got in LA at the Kinokuniya. These two I got today as a birthday gift from a friend who ordered them online from Kinokuniya. This one is the most recent Kingdom volume to release. It has by far the best moment in the series. It has my 5x5 or my 4x4 spread because it's actually just fucking insanely good. The volume cover. I mean, the volume cover alone is probably the best volume cover of the series. It's phenomenal. Okay, and then it has the best spread in the manga so far. Right here, the best spread in the manga, the best moment in the manga. Right. I'm not gonna take the cover off. It's the same cover you've seen with the last one, like the slip cover. Really fucking good volume. I'll show this to try to, maybe if Nanmaji watches this video, I can convince him to read the manga because he likes Kyokai. It has this in it, which is really good. Maybe that can convince Nun to read it. But I mean, I just love this volume. I love the contents of it, and I love the art throughout. I love this fucking volume cover. Great volume, phenomenal. Then the last manga volume I have to show before I talk about my anime Blu-rays, which is very, very limited number, is Sangatsu Volume 10, boys. This is my favorite manga. It's my second favorite. This is, top 3 stories of all time for me, legitimately. I fucking love this volume, and it is the volume if you've read it. If you've read it, one of the last 2 pages of the actual manga in the volume, I'll just go ahead and show it, because again, the spoilers are all in how it's written, and if you don't read Japanese, you don't know, but it's right fucking there. Look at Chad fucking Ray. I fucking love him, This art is amazing. I fucking love this volume cover. Right? The back is very good too, of Hina and Momo. There's this really, really sweet art of these 2 birds. That's the like opening color page, and then on the other side, oh, I didn't know this folded out. So there's a little color page, right, and on the back here is Momo. You can I got this today, so I literally hadn't really looked at it too much. It folds out, and look, it's Ray reading fucking Hina and Momo a bedtime story. Look at that! Oh my god, I love that. That's so Kino. I love this manga. Umino's one of my favorite mangaka. I love her art. Her art's just so good. Like, you can see it. You can see it here. It's really, really good. I love Umino. If you want to see the slipcover for Sangatsu volumes, they're not as fancy. They're really like boring, but god, they're aesthetic as fuck. So they're really cool because it says like March in like a Chica, and then you flip it over and it's March comes in like a lion, and then Chica Umino. So it's just the title of the series in English, and then it has it all here, in Japanese. It's really cool. I really like the inside of it. It's not the most, fancy inside cover I've ever seen, but I think it's cool. It fits the series really well. And I like it a lot. So this is, I love this volume. I love that I have it because it's the volume. Like, it has the moment that made Sangatsu like my favorite manga in it. It's super good. There's every Sangatsu volume I would say has phenomenal art, and this is the manga I don't expect to ever get translated. So I want to buy all of these Japanese volumes physically because I want it all, and I don't expect this to ever get translated. So there's Sangatsu. And then I'll go over my Blu-rays really quickly. I only have 3 of them. This is really quick. So I have Barakamon, all. It has a cool slipcover and different thing. Again, this is my favorite anime. One of my favorite manga. I fucking love it. There was a period of time where I watched this show like every 2 months, and I would just throw it on the Blu-ray and just watch it as a movie. I really like Barakamon. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I read it earlier this year. I should rewatch it at some point soon. Great fucking series. Phenomenal. Then I have Season 1 of K-On! I went to get the rest of K-On! On Blu-ray, so I need to get Season 2 and the movie. But I do really like K-On! A lot, and I like Season 1. And, you know, I was going to buy that box set for a while, but I don't think I will. Sentai are really good. I like Sentai's releases. I would buy Sangatsu, but I'm pretty sure it's Aniplex, and Aniplex are expensive as fuck. If you've ever tried to get Monogatari or anything else they do, Aniplex suck ass. Don't buy from Aniplex because they charge you like $200 for like one Blu-ray, and they do the thing that happens in Japan where there's multiple discs per like 12 episodes. It's really fucked. But I really like Sentai as a distributor, so I'll buy from Sentai anytime. Oh, and the Barakamon's Funimation. Funimation are also fine. You know, Funimation and Sentai aren't too expensive. They're pretty affordable, all things considered. I mean, anime Blu-rays are obviously very expensive, but nobody really buys anime Blu-rays to watch them. You buy them to have the Blu-ray. So, you know, it's fine that it's a little bit more expensive within reason. So, I'm okay with Sentai and Funimation's prices. The other thing I have is I have Redline on Blu-ray. I don't know who did this release. I think it was... I mean, this says something. I have no idea who released Redline on Blu-ray in America. But this movie's pretty good. It's not like my favorite or anything. But the thing to me about Redline is the kind of movie that's very accessible. I don't think it's like too anime for its own good. And so I think because of that, I think it's a really easy movie that I could take anywhere. Like if I had friends who were interested in anime, I could just take my Redline Blu-ray over. We could watch it. And it's, you know, this has the dub. So if people want to watch it dubbed, we can watch it dubbed. And the dub isn't bad in Redline. So I think Redline's a really good movie to have for that. Is like just like a Blu-ray to own. That's like a good introduction movie. So I like having Redline for that. And that's it. I have 2 other Blu-rays, but I'm not really going to show those because they're not, Japanese. And I don't have really anything else. So thank you guys for watching that video. I'll probably upload that completely unedited because there's no reason to edit it at all. Like, I was just talking the whole time about it. But that's that. That's on my manga. Thank you guys for watching this video. Subscribe if you want to see more of me talk about manga or whatever the fuck. And I'll see y'all.